Hey guys, Amy here with Leap Faith Crafting. Thanks so much for stopping by. So today we are going to be making some more ornament engraving using my WeCreat Vision laser engraver. So this is a fun and relatively quick project that I'm making for friends, but you can definitely make for family members, co-workers, you know, all sorts of things. And this is where the tie goes in. And this I'm doing with a group of friends. And I will link this file below of where I got it. And this one only had the 4, but there's other ones that have more people that you can add to it in so many different ways that, you know, we're going to use paint pens to paint them, but you can paint them all different colors, stain them, do all sorts of different things to them. Okay, so we're just going to jump into the WeCreat software and get started, and make sure you hit that subscribe button below before we do so you don't miss any more tutorials. But this is how it comes in when I just uploaded the SVG here. So we can see when we come in, all of these ones, these are going to be those cutouts that are going to go on top of here. So all of this red, they've already changed it, needs to be cut. And you can see if I click on one, it automatically comes up as line engrave over on this side. And all my green ones need to be engraved. And the black too, let's see. When I do the black, actually I'm going to change to fill engrave. I'm just going to click on my paths over here. It's just easier. Hit my fill engrave. Go to the next one, fill engrave, and fill engrave. And then now I'm going to click on my red just over here, which is everything. And I'm going to change this to cut. So as that changes to cut, it's on my basswood. So it changes to 100 by 7. And then actually, I don't know what my fill engrave, let me see. So I'm going to change those ones. I'm actually going to bump that power up to 100. And let's see what it had here. 100. And then maybe do the speed about 100. So I'm going to do 100 and 100 on this one. Then I actually need to change all the black ones to this, and I should have had that done before, but we're just going to change all of these to 100 and 100. This would just make them a little bit darker. Okay. So then when I click over here on the green, and you'll see it's already grouped together, and this one actually, we don't want it cut. We want this actually as a line engrave, because what this does is it's just going to engrave so we know exactly where to glue these in. So it just helps with that. So I'm going to set this as line engrave and just leave it at the power because I don't need it very dark. And then all of these green ones, you can either click on them or you come down here and actually let's see if I can just do all of the green. So if I just click on the main green over here in the layer, I'm going to change all of these to line engrave. Okay, so that changes them all at once, and I'm just going to leave it at that power and speed just to make it a light engrave. Okay, so now what I want to do is actually add names. So I'm going to add a text box. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put on the tag to engrave it. I'm going to fill engrave. I'm going to change this to a different font. And we're going to line this in the center, and then I'm going to drop my line space. Oops. Let's see, does it let me just go up? I'm actually just going to do copy and paste it and do 2 separate boxes so I can delete off this top one so I can put them more how I want them. Okay, and then I'm just going to be sizing and changing where this is going to go. I'm going to bump this power up here so I can see, and then I have to change, if I change it to the hand, then I can move my screen around, and then I have to change it back to the arrow. So I finally got it how I wanted it. So make sure these are all on fill engrave, and I'm going to bump these powers up and slow it down. Same thing with this one, bump it up. Okay, I'm going to go back, and then I'm actually going to group this together just so I don't move it. So that is going to engrave on there. All of these are going to cut out. And then I want to actually put names on all these little ones here too. So let's bump that up. I'm going to go fill engrave on here, and I'm just going to change the power right now since I'm here. And since I want them darker, I'm going to crank that power up and turn the speed down, and then I got to pick my font. So these green parts are just kind of there to show you where this is going to go. So we want to get it within that green just so we can not cover up the name. Okay, I'm going to do something like that, and then I'm just going to control, copy and paste it with my shortcuts and do my other names. So we're going to hope that is good. I'm just going to go ahead and group these so when I move them, they all stay put. So let's bump this back down. And now, actually, I forgot to see how big this is. So this is actually 5 inches. That's pretty big for an ornament. So I'm going to drop that down. But when I do this, I want to make sure I drop everything down. So I'm just going to use my cursor, drag it over, and then I'm just going to use those arrows to move in so everything drops down. And then now it's a little bit more than 4, which is a good size for me. So this is going to be the back. This right here inside is going to be cut out so I can actually place other things that are going to be cut out inside there so I don't waste wood. Okay, so I have my machine turned on, my grate's on. I'm going to place my piece of wood down here so it's flat and close my lid. I'm going to hit refresh. So it refreshes where I have there, and I'm actually going to hit the autofocus so it focuses the wood. I'm going to group a few more things. So I'm going to now move these around. And it's hard to get it too close over here because sometimes the machine is not totally accurate and it will cut things off. So again, since this one we're cutting things out inside, I can actually put things inside that's going to be cut. Okay, so I have it all placed here, and I'm going to cut a bunch of these out, but I just like to do one first just to make sure everything cuts out well. So we're going to go hit that start button, and so it says about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and send this over on our machine. We're going to push that button there and let it go. Okay, so this just finished, and I can already tell I set my engraving up way too high. I mean, this will come off with some alcohol, but I'm going to bump that down a little bit, probably to, let's see how, oops, try to focus there. just engraved a little bit too much. I don't need all that engraving. Here's with the really light one. I wanted a little bit more than that, so I think I'm going to put it at power of 75 and speed of 250. Okay, so now we have everything cut out, and I've just been painting them and kind of putting them together. So obviously there's tons of different ways you can decorate them, different colors you can do. You can do the backgrounds, different colors. I like to use paint pens. And since that bow is going on top of it, we don't need to make it perfect there. Up on the top, because it will be covered up. Or you could even stain these if you want. Okay, and then we have a bow that goes up here. Okay, and then all of the little tops of the gingerbread people I'm going to paint white. And a lot of times I just use tweezers, kind of hold these little pieces. And sometimes the ones with white might need to do more than one, just depending on how much of the paint soaks into that wood. For the background, I think I'm going to paint it some silver, I don't even know what this is, a satin finish metallic, and then I'm going to sprinkle some actually some silver glitter in there and see how that goes. So again, I don't need to paint everything because that border is going to be blocked off. And let's see if we just can get that on there while the paint is wet to let it dry. And then now that these white are drying, I can see that I'm going to do another top on them. And if you're doing a lot of these, you can paint the wood before you cut it. I did that in my map video when I did Lake Tahoe and did all those different layers, and I painted all those layers first. Or you can paint part of the wood and then line everything up. If you don't want to paint after, and if you're doing a whole bunch of them. So then we are going to start gluing these together, and I like to use the Gorilla Dries Clear wood glue, and then with a paintbrush. I'll put some in there, and then I just brush it on. And we're going to put that on top of there. And you could make a shaker ornament out of this if you want to do another layer, or you could and then put a piece of acetate so things could shake in between it. Okay, and then we're going to stick all these on. So mine, there is one ginger man that's a little bit bigger. And I don't know if I accidentally made one bigger when I was dragging and changing the size, or if that's in the file. So you might want to be mindful of that, because I thought they were all the same size, and I went and glued one that's a little bit bigger on one of them, and it didn't quite fit, but the other three work fine. And this does dry clear, but I still like to get any excess glue out if I can. Okay, then when we're done with that, we're gonna glue these on here, and now that I put glitter on them, they're a little bit harder to see of where the lines are in there, but I can still make them out. Okay, so now we're gonna let it dry. And then that's where we put the hook in, the ribbon, things like that. And all set. So fun and easy, personalized ornament, friend group, coworkers, family members, anything like that. And there's different ones that have different amount of. Okay, just to show you, this was another one I made with the WeCreat 2. And this is really cool. This is actually one of their plywoods that they sell. It is already comes with that blue background on it, and all these trees are actually etched out of it. And then I put the names on the front of them. Pretty similar to that. So I will link this file below too. That's a fun one to do.